Hey, sorry about that. I crashed again. I pulled dinosaur eggs out of the Oviraptor and just blacked out. Welcome back, Angie. Thank you guys for joining back up. I'm seriously considering upgrading my computer and trying to invest into a better one so that way this doesn't happen. And when the game crashes out, it doesn't do this. The stream will stay. I restart the game, and everybody doesn't have to worry about the crashing. I need to look into that. That'll be what I do on Wednesday. I'll look into a streaming card. Yes, sir. Every day. Every day except for Wednesday. So I stream every day. I'm in the United States. I'm in Texas, so I'm on standard Central Standard Time, and I stream from about 12 o'clock. My time is when I give or take 30 minutes, maybe a little early, maybe a little later, but give or take 30 minutes. I start at about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I stream pretty much all day into the evening, my time. So, for instance, last night I streamed for 14 and a half hours. I was up until about 2:30 in the morning on stream, and it's just it goes, however it goes for that day. I've been finding myself streaming a little bit more lately. It's not that bad. I'm prior service Army, so I was stuck on certain duties called staff duty. Staff duty is 24 hours on, 48 hours off. 12 hours isn't as big of a deal. When I was in Afghanistan, during my time in the service, when I was over in Afghanistan, the shifts for all soldiers, 12 on, 12 off. So for your 12 hours of shift, it was a literal 12 hours. And then when you got off, you had to fit in family time. You had to fit in your own personal time, exercise time. Oh no, it's not a big deal, man. It was just a job. But you had to fit in all of these things into that 12 hours. So you had 12 hours of shift, and then you had, if you were lucky, you could squeeze in 8 hours. If you only had an hour of phone time, an hour of PT, an hour of this, that, and the other, going to the gym and stuff, and all those types of things. Like you didn't have, and if you had internet, that is too. We had we had like a little shack that they had internet service. You would put your name on the wait list, and then you could get in. And after you sat through like a 3 hour line, you could sit down for 15, 20 minutes and talk to your family. Me, I bought cell phone cards. I bought an Afghani phone, and I bought Afghani cell phone cards, and I spent, I think it was like $15 a minute to call the United States from Afghanistan on the mobile lines. It was ridiculous. I spent a lot of money on phone cards to call my wife. She was pregnant at the time, so I had to check in on her. But yeah, I'm not too worried about the length of the stream. You know what I mean? I do get a little weird towards the end. I get a little delirious, a little tired, but for the most part, Actually, let me give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab a drink and set my kids up inside real fast as well. I should be set up now. Let me open my Coca-Cola up real quick. But yeah, I stream every day. That is the routine. Start filling this box up a little bit more. But there are quite a few people that use a translator in my stream, which is pretty cool. So I try to not be too frantic with the way that I speak, because I speak really fast, because I'm quite passionate about the game. So it's what in the world are you doing? Oh, the Rex just went on the fritz. Miss Rex, you are not supposed to be here. My dear, you are supposed to be over in the other area. Welcome in if you're just joining us. This damn bird. I gotta pop this bird. All right. Come on, bird. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. These birds are being a pest. Oh, missed it. You pest. Oh, stuck now. How the turn had footed. You little turd. I'm just going to beat the crap out of you. How about that? Thank you. Go away. I couldn't shoot it, so I resorted to violence. Everything's second tool nature is a hammer. You might not have a hammer, but you got a wrench. Its secondary purpose is a hammer. Gun, hammer. All right, let's get this Rex thrown out real quick. She does not need to be in my inventory. There we go. Thank you. Please stay there, lady. You've got more eggs. You can throw these up real quick into the refrigerator. And it looks like it's morning now, so we have a little bit more light. That's one of those cycles in art that I love so much. The day-night cycles. But in the original game, it was so much darker at night. Like, it was unforgivably dark. Like, to the point where you couldn't see anything. It was a feature in the game that your screen was completely black. Like, you couldn't see anything. It was just so dark. Ah, the dead piggy. Junior, you left your pig. And it is dead. Sad noises. With the lightning, the zombie wyverns and stuff, you could actually get zombie wyverns. They're old school stuff. Let me throw these eggs up. Put this one in here. Kibble. Throw this one over here. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh no, I don't remember that. That would have been on original. Ooh, man, that would have been horrible. I could only imagine with how dark it is, dude. Even in some of those caves during the day, they're pitch black. Like literally, the absolute definition of pitch black. Like you can't see. You have to have a torch, and even then, you can't see. People had to actually gamma up so that way they could see anything. I can only imagine. That would have been a crap show. Oh, I need to grab some water. This, wasn't this purple? Am I just going crazy? This was purple. This was not orange. Why is it orange? Maybe it's just the lighting. I don't know. I really have no idea. But that was purple. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I really wanted that purple color. It was cool. It's orange? I'm so confused. You don't have like a candy on you, right? You didn't eat a candy? I can only imagine, man. On Prim Plus too. Ooh, you don't even have. Oh man, that would have been fun. That would have been horrible. Yeah, I that's orange, right, babe? That's orange. Orange and green, yeah. I'm so confused. This was purple, and now it's orange and green. I'm really just completely lost. I don't know what. Are the ARC devs watching? Are they playing with me right now? I'm too low level of a streamer myself to be messed with like that. But the only way that I would assume that you could actually change the color of the skin like that is if there is a moderator watching or something and they're just playing with me. But this was purple. This was definitely purple. I really have no idea. I mean, yeah, sure. I was kind of looking forward to that. I'm just hoping it's the lighting, but it really it really doesn't look like it's going to be lighting. That's what I thought too, but no, I didn't. I went into the buffs to see. There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. That's the first thing I looked for. I was confused. I didn't know if I fed it a piece of candy or what, but it's not the candy. I don't know. I mean, it's still alive. I'm fine with that. It's alive. That's all I really need in life. No dinos die, please. Toss this cryopod. Yeah, yeah. I kind of want to look at it in the cryopod because you can get the color ID. You can get all the color IDs off of it and see what colors it's supposed to be. And I believe that very first color was purple. I don't remember the actual number, but it was purple on their very first ID. Oh, I hope I get a shout out in the world chat. We're supposed to be running the Alpha Dragon tonight, and hopefully I don't die this time. Last night I went into the Alpha fight, and a Dimorphodon killed me off the back of the Therizino. I was lint out. Yeah, I think so too, man. I have no idea what's going on with it. I do not know why the color of it is changed the way it is. So it's just a little confusing to me. Get a sip of my Coke. All right. So these are cooking up. We got meat in the refrigerators now. The trough should be automatically topping up. Yep. And yep. So now we just have to keep on throwing in as much meat. And now that the game doesn't freak out as much, I might even consider rebuilding this in a different way. Maybe trying out a different design while we do this. Because it seems to be pretty stable. It's not bouncing around and wriggling anymore. That was my favorite term to describe it. Somebody said, it wriggles. That's the perfect, it just, and then it just slowly moves up, and it's up in the air and just sits there and wriggles. Nope. No, sir. Not till I become a YouTube partner. So when I hit 500 subscribers, then I'll be able to put advertisements out. I'll be able to make super chats. People can spend $1 and send me a chat. It will hover there in the comments and all that stuff. I'm not there quite yet. I'm getting there, man. I really am. I'm at 50, 56, 57. The last time I looked. So I'm getting there. Right now, so 50 is the magic marker where you're allowed to go live from your cell phone. So if I wanted to, I could go live on this account while I'm like eating dinner and just have people, chatting while I'm out and about with my cell phone. So it's one of those things that I just hit my first ever mile marker, the lowest on the totem pole, but still, it's my first ever mile marker was 50. So once you hit 50, then you unlock the feature of going live on your cell phone. 500 is where I'm aiming. If I can hit 500 subscribers, then I'll be able to, Yep, IRL streams, man. I could just kind of hang out and just chat. So, that's just what it is. But I haven't done it yet. I just hit it this morning, so I don't even know what I need to do or what it is, but I'm going to try to focus on art content and getting a community going before I even consider doing something like that. You know what I mean? So I've got to try to figure out how to do all this stuff first. But it will come in time. It really will. So I'm just trying to. I don't have any kind of editing. Like the stuff that I do is just raw, uncut. Oh, I know, I know. Trust me, I know it's fast growth too. It really is. It's very fast growth, and I solely attribute it basically to just streaming as long as I have been. I just stream so long through the day, so I get different regions of America to come in and watch, and then as the time goes around the planet, I get people from other sides of the world. I get people from Malaysia. I've got some people from the UK. I got people from all over the world. Brazil was in here just a little while ago. I think you seen them, but just a whole lot of random people from all over the world. I had a subscriber last night come in from Mexico. Consistency in hours, yeah, that's that's what I hear. Welcome back, and connection with your audience. If you let people know that you're genuinely interested in how their day was, or being appreciative of making sure that you let people know, thank you. Seriously, you could be doing way different things with your day, but you're choosing to just kind of have me on in the background and be a part of my little world and our conversation. And it's one of those things that streaming is a little different than content creating, because you become close with the people that are in your community, and people ask you how your day is, and people want to know what's going on in your life, and vice versa. Like the other day, I kind of panicked a little bit because one of my regulars, Tattoo Man, he wasn't in the stream, and he hadn't been in the stream all day. So I was like, well, this dude's been dealing with a toothache. I hope he's not like in the hospital, like something bad happened or anything. And essentially, he popped in at the end of the day and said he had his grandkids over, and that he was just hanging out with them. And I said, okay, good. It's good to know that you're alive, man, and everything's good and well. And spend time with your your family, and that kind of stuff. Just it's a community. It's very surreal. To be a part of to be a big part of the community. But that's what I'm working on. Hey, there he is. How was work, my dude? You have a good day at work? People drive you crazy? But yeah, the community's what's really pushing me to really want to expand. The more people that we get in the community talking to each other and asking me questions, and all of us just kind of getting along and just doing stuffs, Sloth. Sloth, check out the progress. They're growing, my dude. They are growing. Some of them are a little bigger than the others, but they are way bigger than what they were. They're at about 25%. We've already imprinted once, so they'll probably be done by tomorrow or the day after. I'm probably the day after. Yeah, I didn't throw you under the bus on that. Nobody really, unless you saw the beginning of the stream today. Nobody really knows that you died. Now they do. I almost died too. I got palovia'd. Got thrown off the back of it, swimming around with saber-toothed salmon nibbling on my butt. Armor's breaking, things are happening. Shh. It is purple. What in the world happened? Why is it purple again? Is somebody's messing with me? Is the developer watching my stream just messing with me or something? Seriously, look at that. Babe. Why is it purple again? She's over there chuckling. Even Angie's like, what in the world? What? I really have no idea. I don't think they can get sick. I don't know. Maybe it was just the lighting. I'll go with it was just the lighting. The sun made it look funny. Don't look at me like that. I don't know. I have no idea. But it genuinely is fun. I'm having a good time with. No, well, no, it's just go back like 15 minutes, like 15 minutes ago, in the stream, and he was orange. The whole thing was just orange, and I was like, "What happened to my purple color? I love that purple color," and now he's back to purple. He was just like Nerf orange, just straight up, just bright orange. I don't know. I really have no idea. That's what I'm saying, dude. What in the world? We got a Dev in the chat. Dev, give me a magical dinosaur. Something that does the whoopties and the swoopties. I don't know what that would be. Something you're working on. Thank you. Ooh, jerky. Delicious. I'm gonna nom this. Tasty. I bet you're liking that auto cook feature. And you're actually taking care of it too. That's what I'm most impressed about. Junior, if you're watching Junior, well, thank you, Patrick. I appreciate it, man. Well, you know me in reality too. This is just me. I don't have to really work hard at anything. I'm just me. I'm a character in real life. Junior. He's in chat. Junior's died. He didn't know you were supposed to hand feed it. I didn't. In all reality, I didn't Barney style it down enough. So he's gonna get another one. I'm just pulling his leg. But he thought it would trough feed, so he put it next to the trough and set it and forget it, and it starved off because you need to hand feed it. I mean, I'm not gonna be one to judge. Well, I mean, people that know me in real life that come in, like, Jess will come in every now and again, we'll talk, and there's no difference between me and other than my cussing. Man, have I toned down on my cussing, which is, it's not bad. I should have a little bit more of a civilian style of speech instead of beepity beep beep beepity beep beep. It's one of those things that I should work on as a person, and it's kind of helping me revert back to that cheerful person I used to be, in my opinion. So it's kind of nice. It's one of those things that it's working on me. It's good. Yeah. I don't want to scare people away with crusty talk. You know what I mean? Like that SpongeBob episode. Yes! Oh, God! Great minds think alike. Yeah, dude. The SpongeBob censorship, just that's what I'm talking about. I don't necessarily want to scare people off with my cussing. So I try to tone it down as much. I still slips every now and again, or when I get really excited. Last night I dropped the F-bomb when I found the Giga Saddle, a perfect 124 Giga Saddle. Hello. But I found a perfect Giga Saddle, and it kind of slipped, because that's a ultra rare saddle blueprint, and it was the perfect. It was literally a perfect drop. People would actually pay real money for it. That's how insane of a drop that was, basically. Of course, I still have it. Of course, I still have it, dude. It's the most expensive saddle I have. Have you seen how much money, or not money? Have you seen how much resource? Just let that set in. Well, PG-13, yeah, basically. But just let the hide set in. But look at the required hide over there. That hide over there, this is by far the most expensive saddle I have in my collection. Not only with the value of it, but with the amount of materials that is necessary to build just one. Just one of these saddles costs about 50,000 hide. 50,000. It's ridiculous. 8,706 metal for one saddle. One. It's a very broken blueprint. That's a Giga. So with the Gigantosaurus, it's definitely a rare saddle. It's more rare than the Rex. To be honest, I really could. I've considered it. I really have. I've considered trading this saddle for a Rex blueprint saddle and maybe a couple pre-mades, because that saddle is going to be more valuable than a Rex saddle, even of the same variant. So 124 Rex saddle is still going to be less than a All right, man. If I'm on, you're more than welcome. Come in, hang out, chat it up. Thanks for being part, man. Yeah, I could. I could make a couple of them, then sell the blueprint. But I'm just gonna keep it. I'm not gonna mess with it right quite yet. But eventually, I'm sure somebody, even watching the stream, somebody that plays official PvE, they might be interested in it. They might even ask, "You still got that? I'm willing to trade you this, and that." Yeah, if you need mind wipe, dude, I got mind wipe tonics. I've got the mind wipes. I got 5 of them right now. So if you need one, just let me know. Okay. Well, whenever you get to that point, just let me know, and I'll throw you one. I'd say a couple, but you really don't need a couple. Oh, you do need a couple. You need one to reset and one to reset back to your original stats if you're using it like I do. If you got a dedicated crafter, then you just one would do. These guys are almost all cooked up. Ooh, it's late. It's late there, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. And like I said, I stream every day except for Wednesdays. You're more than welcome to stop by, have good conversation, chat it up. I'd appreciate it if you did, actually. And I hope you get great sleep, man. I really do. Have a great night. How much gasoline do I have on you? Ooh, I need to get more gas. Oh, no. Might need to go on a quick gasoline run real fast. That's almost done. And that's almost done. All right, man. I appreciate your patronage. Your patronage. Whatever it is. Words. Words, not wording. Do I still have meat on you? Took all that off. I need to move this meat down. I know I have meat over here. Yeah, there's meat down here. Grab this meat, move it down a little bit. Is there any more meat? Oh, I might need to go get more meat. I need gasoline. I got 10 hours of gasoline on my my generator, so I'm definitely going to need to get more gasoline. Throw this candy in my bag. Got a little meat down here. So let's walk this meat up here. Welcome in. Welcome in. This stuff's set up. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Hi, William. How you doing? What are you new to? Are you new to the game? All right, Angie. We'll see you in a minute. Are you new to the game, William, or are you new to the chat? I don't think I've seen your name before, so you're probably new to the chat at least. But welcome in. If you need any help with anything, let me know. I might be able to give you a few tips. If you're playing the game and you care to join officials, I can possibly help you out a little bit if you want to join my server. I don't allow anybody into my tribe, but I will help you out. I'll give you a little bit of stuff to get set up, give you some tools, things of that nature. Junior, how you doing? Let's get this meat out real quick. I've been just kind of working on feeding up my dinosaurs and getting them ready for adulthood so that we have some boss fighters. So all these Rexes that I have out here are all going to be, excluding the ones on this wall. So this wall right here in the front will be the breeders that I will be adding to my breeding pool. And all the Rexes that line these walls right here, so this wall and this wall over here, are all my new boss fighting Rex line. The stats on them are very, very crazy. Very crazy. And with how many we have right now, these are the new boss fighting breed. We're going to have a lot of food that we have to go through. These little monsters go through some serious food. I think it is, man. I don't think you're wrong. I think it is. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Very nice. Very nice. He's getting close to my neck of the woods. He's basically my neighbor at this point. And he's also sweating very profusely due to the humidity of Alabama. But we are working on these lines and making sure that we have all the stuffs that we need to fight the alpha bosses. And once they raise up, we should be able to do the alpha boss here on Officials. Yep. Oh, man. Yeah, and out there, you're in the swamp. You really are. You're in the swamp. If he's in North Alabama, then that's what they refer to as trophy hunting territory. So fishing and all that stuff, fishing, hunting, all that stuff up in North. But it's all in the swamp. Everything's swamp out there. So it gets quite warm, unforgivably warm and humid. Where's my ink? There you are. Not yet. Not yet. I haven't had my name called out in chat yet, in the world chat. But the guy that I was running it with, he's on daily. I see his name pop up in the chat all the time. All right. I think I'm gonna go run up and get some oil real fast. Do I have got some stuff. Ooh, I actually have gas. Let me grab some of this gas, throw it in here. Voila, we have instantly more gas. Are you stuck? That door stuck you? There's literally the door. Both of those doors are open, Junior. You weren't technically stuff. Birdie, let us fly. No fog, please. No clouds, please. Yes, sir. Yep, for the next, I think, week or two, until the 17th. But in all reality, it will be the 18th in the afternoon for us. Oh, dude, the 1X. Ooh, just wait for it. Just wait for it. Everything grinds to a slow halt. It gets bad. 1X gets bad, man. I mean, it's still doable, but you want to make sure you have your farming dinosaurs, high-level farming dinosaurs, or there's really no point until the weekend. So it's one of those things that 1X is just brutal. Welcome in if you're just joining us. I am on my way up to the Crouch Cave area, grab some oil, and check out the cave to see if there's any good drops. But yeah, during the 1x events is the 1x event. During standard 1x times is generally where I like to run my bosses because you'll get the same resources from the boss. You'll also get the same amount of element. So generally on the weekends and on the events, you want to try to breed. You want to try to harvest up as much as you can. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, let me know when you start, so that way I can switch over my cellular device to the other stream. Ooh, that's an oil rock. Smack that. Very cool. Let's grab this up. Well, it is very appreciated. It definitely is very appreciated. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Kind of hanging out, smacking rocks. Is that an oil rock? I believe that's an oil rock. Oh, slimy looking. I could possibly drop this guy. Is that 2 oil rocks? I don't know if that's an oil rock or not. That's not an oil rock. But maybe this one. This one kind of looks like an oil rock. It was not an oil rock. I want this guy's base so bad. Just the area. He's so close to all the goodies. So many goodies in this area. All the resources at your fingertips right here. Drop this. Just throw this oil over onto the bird real quick. And I am going to come down here to Crouch Cave real fast to check it for loot. Why not? I'm already here. Grabbing some oil. Ooh, looky there. Red drop. Got another fabricated. As much as I don't mind it, I just wish it would have been a shotgun. I got from the gun table. I wish it was a shotgun blueprint. And fabricated blueprints are nice. All right, all right. I hope everything's all right. Welcome in, welcome in. Grab up the surface oil real quick. Alright, let's grab this up. Grab that up. Don't really need any of this. I might as well just grab that while we're here. The rest of the stuff I can just drop it out. Don't need that. Take that. Grab some water. What's up? How you doing, Outdoor? You were in here this morning. How's your day going so far? I'm still streaming. Pretty good. Been productive. Been very productive today. Got a whole bunch of babies raising over here, all the T-Rexes. I've got stuff's going. I've been trying to help out some subscribers, some new people. Never really played the game too much. A few people came in actually, and I've thrown them a little bit of armor and some random tools, helped them get a little base, a pre-built base going. Been kind of hanging out, talking with people. Had a few friends from real life show up today. So one of my good friends, Patrick, came in. Actually, it was more so my sister's friend, and then we became friends, and we played a little bit of RuneScape together. So we've played games in the past, and he might actually consider getting the game too. He's just got some stuff that he's got to do before then. It's going pretty good. Very productive. Having fun. Chatting it up. Drinking my caffeine. Smoking my cigarette. Yep. It's going well, man. It's going well. I'm just happy the channel's growing. I'm happy people are getting enjoyment out of it. People are finding a spot that they can consider their community. Not the cancer stick. Yeah, I know, man. I've told everybody, y'all can keep me to my word too. I've told everybody in my life that at 35, I'm not too sure if it's going to be the day that I turn 35 or the day that I'm going to be turning 36. But within that year, I'm going to quit. These will be a thing of the past. I'll be turning 34 this year. Actually, in the next couple of days, believe it or not. But I will be turning 34 here soon. So that means that I have 1 or 2 more years of smoking before I give it up. But I've set up a planned date, a planned time. You know, me and my wife are both do it. Junior, what you doing? I forgot to get metal too. But yep, I'm taking it seriously. You know, I know. Uh, because I've set that date up. That's honestly the reason why. Just because I set it up for that date specifically, and I like them. I do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do like them. They ease my stress. I know they're a crutch, but the only reason why I'll be quitting is because of what you said, cancer stick. You know, at the age of 35 is where if you continue smoking, you like double your risk of cancer. If you quit smoking, you cut your risk of cancer in half. So that's from a medical journal I read a while ago. That's why I'm sticking to 35. But I will be quitting. That is a guarantee. I will be quitting. Why am I putting the oil in here? I need gasoline. So let me. I think I should still have. Throw that in there. I should still have. Yeah, some oil and hide in here already. That could have been a shotgun. Instead, I got a fabricated sniper rifle. And this isn't even the first one. Got like 2 of these blueprints already. Just gonna throw this stuff in here for now. I do want to throw this on the back of the turtle real fast. Got a pretty decent amount. So this game is called Ark Survival Ascended. There are 2 different versions. The more complete version is the original game. This is a remastered version of the original game. And it's being released in sections. So essentially, the first game's whole story is complete, and the whole maps, all the maps that they were going to make are complete. This game is following the exact same release schedule for the most part. A little bit more organized than the original, but for the most part, the same kind of release schedule. They're updating everything and putting it into Unreal Engine 5. So this is all Unreal Engine, Unreal Engine 5. It's a beautiful game. It's just very complex. It's a game that if you're going to start learning how to play it, Google and YouTube are your best thing. Dude, I'm hoping that it's in August. I'm hoping that they drop in August, like they said they're going to. So hopefully, but it's genuinely a very fun game. It's very in depth, and the farther you get into it, the more you realize there are a lot of different things that you have to learn. Different species of animals require different things to tame, to raise, to grow. Different techniques, different. There's so many different things that you can learn in Ark. It's kind of ridiculous. Some people say you need a college course to do certain things in Ark. Like some breeding videos that you can go through. Some of the breeding videos are 2-3 hours long. You're streaming? All right. Let me hop over then. All right. I am watching, but it's not live yet. There you are. I see you. I see you. But it is a very fun game. It is not it's not something that I would suggest to everybody, but if you are interested in it and it strikes all those fancy things that you like about a video game, this is definitely a game that will give you thousands of hours of content. I know people that have gotten 20,000 hours. So most really high level streamers, people with a lot of people, they've got like 10,000 hours of streaming, or not streaming, 10,000 hours of video game. So, for me in the original, I've got about a little over 2,000 hours, and in this game, a little under 1,000. So, I'll round it all off to about 3,000 hours of game time, and I still learn stuff all the time. New things get released as well, so regardless of if you know it all or not, like you'll still have things that you know you'll have a lot of different things to learn if you're into that kind of stuff. And let's toss him right here. Hello. The artifact of the clever. I believe that's the one over by the volcano. So let me just pull my map out real quick. The three artifacts for the Broodmother are. Where is the volcano? So right here, this tiny little bump right there. Let me kind of scroll over here. You see this little bump right here? So the first artifact that I go for is right here. So you'll see a little cave entrance and this little brown spot. So let me zoom in just a little bit more. This right here exactly is the cave entrance. It's either right here. No, it's right here. So this is the cave entrance. It's on the other side. You can kind of see the path going to it. So you'll want to follow like these little paths if you're on foot. But this is the cave entrance to one of the artifacts. So this being this spot right here is where the cave entrance is. Down here is the other artifact, so you can kind of see this valley. So you'll make your way up this river right here. Let me zoom back out. So this river right here, you'll go up this river, and then you'll come to the middle part of it, and you'll see this little valley right here. The other artifact is right about here. You can kind of see that V right here. So this is where the other artifact is for the Broodmother. And the last artifact that you need is over here. And in this little cove right here, and the very back wall, you can kind of see the path going up to it right here. But it's right about here is the last artifact. And I'm not the artifact of the hunter, the clever, and the massive. I'm not too sure which ones are which, but that's the three locations for the three different Broodmother artifacts. So here, and here are the three different locations. All right, give me a quick second. I'm going to pause my camera and audio real fast. me a second. Hi, Angie. Give me a minute. I'm talking to my wife real quick about stuff. My nephews, they might have to come over and hang out with me tomorrow for a little bit. And Sloth is actually yeah, there you go. You're already in Sloth's chat. He's streaming right now as well. Just give me one more moment. I'm sorry about that. All right. I am back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm with Sloth. What's going on, Angie? Everything good? What's going on? Oh, don't apologize to him. Don't apologize to him in his chat, you little booger. I'm just messing with you. It's got about an hour before they need to be imprinted again. Oh no. I've got a few, you know, mo- it's really sad. I have a few friends, and I actually lost two friends to a motorcycle crash. Both of them were brothers, and they both passed away sadly from it. So there's not a whole lot I can say about that, other than I'm sorry about that situation. I hope that they pull through. Obviously, I hope that everything turns out all right. It might affect them for the rest of their life, though. So just be there for them is all I can really say. Yeah, yeah, that sucks. My buddies, the Hedgepeth brothers, they uh they were actually pizza delivery guys, and they delivered on their motorcycle and on the same street the same area. Wasn't it on the same day? No, no. But it was real close to it, and the same street, same area, same everything, and yeah, you're right, man. You're right. Sometimes life happens and we can't control it. Like the best you can do is just try to be there. And that's really there's no form of insight or well, I mean, I know as crazy as it sounds, generally when they stabilize and everything gets a little bit better, they sometimes will come out of it. Sometimes it doesn't. The body is the body is still a mystery. So, with any luck and a lot of rehabilitation, he'll he right he'll get back to yeah he so he'll get back to hopefully some normalcy and life, but it's going to be an uphill battle for rehabilitation and for all of uh, all of that stuff. And hopefully he makes a full recovery. I know it's early in. If it just happened, it's very early in. But medical technology's come pretty far away. If he's there, they've stabilized him. I know feeding tubes and all that stuff sound really horrible, but that means that they've got him. All that stuff. They should have him. I don't want to say stable, but stabilizing. You know what I mean? So it's just very nice, very nice. Good directions. And there are ooh, that goes into the family stuff. I I love my family, but I can kind of understand. Um, I was black sheeped as a young man, and now that I'm older and a little bit more sought after by my family because I've done some pretty crazy stuff that a lot of people are proud of. Everybody wants me back in their lives, and it's like that would have been nice when I was a young man, needed help, and was black sheep, those types of deals. So I try not to talk about that kind of stuff because I don't want to upset anybody, or including my family, because I do love my family. It's just the inner child in me rages with that kind of stuff, because I understand what you mean. Like that can't really pick the bloodline you're in. You can pick your family. I've picked my family. Yeah, oh, I can. I don't want to say I can relate, but I can understand to a point, without getting too personal. But yeah, my family shows up at family reunions with billy clubs and pitchforks. My family's actually drawn blood on each other in actual family reunions. It's just, you know, My kids haven't met my side of the family for the most part. So I've picked my own family. I love my family and I'm grateful for my family. And I've got a new family on YouTube, which is actually turning out to be pretty awesome. So, I mean, we could pick the people in our lives that we want. And for those two, hold on, my daughter. Sorry about that. But yeah, you can pick your own family. They might be upset with you. They might not understand it. They might try to make you feel any kind of which way they're trying to leverage you. But don't let it affect you. You know, my favorite saying that my mom used to tell me growing up because she was black sheep. She's a lesbian. So my family being the way that they are, oh God, meander your way out of the cave and eat outside of the cave. Yeah, pick them off one at a time. Well, no, I can't help you, brother. You're in you're making good clips. I hope that that conversation goes well. You know, it's one of those things that family is kind of difficult for me because I'm kind of a cold person. Once I get stepped on too many times, I know my place in the world. I'm glad with where I'm at. If I feel that there's too much drama, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's just not. And it people might look at me as a butthead. People might say that's the wrong thing to do, but I'm not people. I am me. So take that as you want, but that's how I generally deal with that kind of stuff. The cousin thing though, that's I'd honestly make a trip. Yo, how you doing, Boost? Boost BR, how's the day going? Thanks for coming back in. Let me put this Sankey up real quick. They are trying to nibble on your butt. Sloth is streaming right now, for anybody wondering. So I'm kind of watching his stream. It's kind of hard to see it, but he's really cornered. Yeah, yeah, of course. You know that. You know that's one of those things about this small little community that we have right now. It's here to give each other, you know, that little boost, to make each other feel, you know, like we got a place in the world, that kind of stuff. And I mean, you're obviously talking with me about it, so if you need to talk about it or you'd like to talk about it, maybe get my input on it, you're more than welcome to ask me. You know, I don't want to overstep bounds though. That's my thing, and I'm not trying to, excuse my French, but piss off a lot of people. You know, so it's just I'll try to meander around the topic, but you know, I'll give my input out there, my personal experiences with it. Did you kill your raptor? Are you stuck in a cave? I'm in a cave of nightmares and everything's trying to kill me. Yeah, yeah. Well, just to put it out there into the ether, you know what I mean? I don't want to. overstep or, anything like that. So I try to carefully think about my words before I put them out there. But for me, I'm one of those types of people that think that you can pick your own family. Just because you got blood doesn't necessarily mean. I've got some blood in my family that I'm not allowed to see. Oh, you're knocked out. You went sleepy poos. Sloth, man. But yeah, I've I learned that from my father. Without going into too much depth, my father's brother did something unforgivable. I'm sure you could use your imagination when it comes to me and my sister. But that unforgivable thing means that essentially, if me and my dad see the man, we're going to probably beat him to death. Excuse my French. That's the gruff army side coming out of me. But yeah, so there are people, like, I learned quickly from my father that you're allowed to do those things. You are allowed to do those things. Cut that crap out immediately before you have problems. Like, you don't want to have more drama in your life because of things that you can cut out. I forget the movie, but there's this crazy guy in the UK. He's like the world's most yeah. He's like the world's most violent criminal. This, that, and the, somebody played him in a TV show or a movie. I'm not caught up on all that stuff, but essentially, what had happened is he was in a conversation with the actor that was playing him, and he was telling him a reference. There was the flooding in the London city or whatever, and there was a kid that was stuck in a grate, and the kid died. And he's like, that wouldn't happen to me. He's like, what do you mean? You're stuck. He's like, I'd tell them to cut it off. Just cut it off. And that's from an insane person. You know what I mean? So even with an insane person thinking that, is it really that outlandish? Oh, God damn it. Here, please, lady, what are you doing? Sorry. My wife wasn't paying attention. I was trying to hand her something. Are we already completely out on this side? Okay. No, I accidentally fat fingered my controller. I was leaning across and trying to get my wife's attention. She wasn't paying attention. She's nose deep in her phone. She's so blind that she literally holds it like right here, and I don't understand it. It's like, that's why you're blind. But then I can't say that because I'll strap the VR straight to my face. And he's dead. Hope you're not playing a hardcore run. Well, there's a really good video. If you guys have never seen it, it's the storyline of Ark. And our character that we play is the one that tries again. That's the sole purpose of the survivor. You are the one in the storyline that tries again and again and again and again until you get to the point where you have saved Earth. You cleansed all the element off of Earth, and the arcs are reseeded, and everything's happy-go-lucky, and you've saved the Earth. And then you have the chance to go to the Genesis missions, and the Ark lore tries to explain it by saying you project your soul through a hyperlink to the ship, And essentially, you can download your character onto the Genesis 1 ship, and that's all trials. And once you complete those trials, you're accepted onto the ship itself. And you get onto the ship, and you're allowed to play on Genesis 2. And that's the story of Genesis 2. The ship's heading to the new, I believe it's called Aratus, but the new planet, and that's where Arc 2 will take place with Vin Diesel and family. See, he's purple. You're still even in this sunlight. You're purple. You better not go orange again. Freak me out, man. I like that purple. It's like Barney. Yeah, dude, you definitely. So with these caves, you're gonna want to raise a baby. You want that taming bonus efficiency. You want that. You want that high level tame, and then you want to breed out. On your side, he's orange. Don't freak me out. Now I gotta run in here and check. Oh, he's purple. He looks purple to me. That looks orange. On his belly, you can kind of see the color gradient where it kind of turns into the purple, but that looks orange. It might just be the lighting. As the lighting goes down, it kind of is starting to look like it might be. No! Orange and yellow. It might be. I don't know. It might just be the lighting. I think it's the lighting. I'm not too sure. Meat's still going. I need to grab some water. Still have about an hour till imprint. Full food. Not full yet. Nowhere near close to being full. This is completing up. So we'll feed up this meat real quick. And once I'm done with this meat and I fill up these troughs with this meat, I'm going to do a quick polymer run. Just to get some extra polymer going. Because we have plenty of cementing paste. Yeah, so we have like 6,000 cementing paste. So if I get some more obsidian, we could get about 3,000 obsidian from that 6,000 cementing paste. And right now we're sitting at about 3,500 polymer. So we do have some polymer that I can work with. And I'm just trying to keep my eye over here, underneath me here, in the world chat, in the server that I'm in, to see if anybody's running the Alpha Dragon, or if Vin, I don't know how to say his name, but Vin, I just call him Vin. is on. Because when he's on, I'm going to ask him if he's, because he said tomorrow night, so that's now, sometime this evening. He said he would be running the Alpha Dragon again. And this time I'm going to bring medical brews and extra armor and all the stuffs and all the things. So that way I don't die. As hilarious as it is. I still need to clip that. But we are very low on metal. So I should probably, instead of doing that, I should probably just get a good metal run going. Let me just head over to Metal Mountain real fast. The volcano will probably work as well. So let's just head over to the volcano first. And with me having a nice weight RG now, I'm going to keep all of the metal inside of the Anki. So all the metal will stay inside the Anki, and I'll just pick the Anki up, drop them next to the metal node, because the Anki's got a 75% weight reduction to all metal, and the RG only has a 50% weight reduction. So if we keep it in the Anki, then we'll be able to carry a lot more with the RG. Sloth, you starting off from ground zero again, man? You're picking berries. Oh no, you're not starting off from ground zero. You got stuff. You got the stuffs and the things. Oh, it looks like somebody's already farmed up here. It makes me cry inside. That's just how it goes, man. You'll get it. You will get it. My suggestion to you would be to get a high level, a very high level, and then try to find a high level saddle somewhere in one of the drops. You won't be competing with anybody while you're in single player, so you can just take your time, go around, look for drops, and then, you know, go from there. Oh, I forgot. The Yankee is so much more of a pain to use with the Argent Davis, but my Argent Davis has so much more weight than the Bug. Come on, little Yankee. Yeah, you got it. Keep on smacking stuff. Doing wonderful, little Yankee. Come on, you can do it. Nope. I dropped you. You can't do it. Good. And you know what, to be honest, because we are in a pretty decent area, I'm just going to ride it around for a bit. whack all this stuff. Center Hardcore series, dude. I mean, that's aspiring. Hardcore is hardcore, dude. You got to get used to completely resetting. So my strat for you would be to. So I like to do a little thing on Ark, and it's one of my favorite things to do. It's the early game. My thing is I like to time how long it takes me to get to the raft. So my strat for you would be to try to make rafts with an empty inventory as quickly as possible. And once you get to you feel good about, being able to craft up a raft, start a hardcore series and then try to get to the raft. You see what I mean? And then once you get to the raft, then you could start your next little bit of the grind, which would be getting the stone. So that way you can make a stone box on your raft, so you're protected. But that would be the strat, trying to get to the raft, and then from there collecting materials, which after you get the raft, it's much easier, just because of the fact that you have an area that you could put storage. And travel around, cruise around, and pick up more stuff. But that's what I would say. Where is Argent Davis at? But you're right there. You're right there. And I can't believe I forgot to put my fish away. My fish is still out. We're doing pretty good with metal. I definitely want to grab up as much metal as I possibly can. I should have did this yesterday while the event was still going on, but we still have a pretty good setup. I can get plenty of metal from this. All right. Just remember, throw as much meat as you can get into them, cooked meat, and that would serve as as basically an insurance. Some of it's going to spoil, but it's better to have spoiled meat than a baby that's no longer there. You know what I mean? So just load them up with as much cooked meat as you can muster, and make sure your trop's filled up and all that stuff. But you can do it. I believe in you. And depending upon the rates, it might raise up pretty quickly. It might be slow. I don't know what your rates are, what your boosts are. So if you're on a vanilla server, you're probably going to be on the same stats that I am, because I'm on an official server. But if your admin has boosted anything up, it might be a little easier. And generally with unofficial servers, admins will, because it is a bit of a long, people that have lives, people that like to actually do things other than play the game, are going to have a little bit more time to do other stuff instead of sitting around and waiting for babies to grow for days. Me, because I'm kind of crazy in the head and have nothing better to do, I play on officials. But boosted servers are nice, especially when you're first learning. So it shouldn't be as hard as what it looks like when I'm raising babies. It should be a little easier on your server, I would think. But then again, I could be wrong. Let's get this guy. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, I'm heavy on stone. Get this stuff out of here. There we go. Stomp around with my little lanky. Smack the wrong thing. Hey, we got it that time. Oh goodness, I remember this spot. I got stuck. Kind of rock climb. Oh, it looks so weird climbing up rocks. Game is pain. Yeah, but after you get through the pain, it feels very rewarding. It's just that growing pain and that art pain and the why did that happen pain and all the different types of pains that you get from it. But after you go through all that, it gets a lot better. I was just making sure my bird wasn't getting attacked. It looked like it was moving around. Let's get down here. Oh God, last night we had a new subscriber join in, and his name's Tyrone. Tylenol Tyrone. He's a pretty cool guy. We were playing, and I convinced him that try out official PvE. He's coming from official PvP. I was like, dude, no offense, man, but you're a psycho. He's like, no offense taken. You know, you're good. And we started just, you know, just shooting the stuff, shooting the talk, just hanging out and whatnot. And I had convinced him to come over and try it out. And it was pretty fun. It was very entertaining, though. But he's coming over from PvP. And I was just like, dude, the amount of crap that happens in PvP, it's not worth. Try this out. And he came in. We played for a while last night. We tried getting a bird, and it just didn't really play out right. The bird just kept on goofing up, and I parked the boat. Oh, you're not late. You're never late, man. For real. You're good. How are you doing? Oh, this bird. Whack it, Marge. Whack, whack. Whack it, Mr. Hanky. So, believe it or not, I know I sound crazy when I say this. I don't like popcorn. My kid will eat bags and bags and bags of this stuff. I don't like popcorn. It gets stuck in my teeth in all the wrong places. Just, I don't like it. Not saying it's bad. I like the taste. Don't like the kernels. They have some different random bags of popcorn that are like in the shape of popcorn, made with popcorn, but they don't have the kernels, and I dig that stuff. But I don't like regular stuff. But I can make some pretty good kettle corn. I just don't really enjoy eating it. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of little kids that love popcorn. Yeah, man. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I swear one of my kids lives off the stuff. Like, just loves it. Absolutely loves it. And because of that, you know, I still make her popcorn and whatnot. We have a because I like camping and stuff. Being military, I love the outdoors. A lot of people laugh and they joke about how veterans. A lot of veterans are very keen to the woods, and some joke and say that not all hippies are veterans, but all veterans have a little hippie because we just love the woods, like romping around out there, hanging out there, all that good stuff. So for me, I like cooking in the woods. I absolutely love cooking in the woods, and one of the things that I have is one of those witches cauldrons. You get a big old witch's cauldron. I fill that sucker up with oil, and you can deep fry in it over a fire. You can also use them for kettle corn. Throw a little oil and sugar in the bottom of it, and then you can throw in some popcorn, and you can make the sweet kettle corn. Give me a second. Hey, sorry. Yeah, yeah, yep. I'm still gaming. I'm just on the phone with my sister real quick. She's on the phone with me right now. Just give me a minute. I'll be right back. Hello, Nicole. I'm sorry. I'm on the phone with my sister right now. That's why I'm not talking right now. I'm just kind of hanging out, and my sister called, and I'm just talking to her for a few minutes. I have her my nephew's birthday is was a couple days ago. They're at Disney, so they're just kind of hanging out and just seeing how they were doing when they called in, and my nephew wanted to talk to me for a little bit. So real fast. I'm sorry. All right, dude. I will talk to you tomorrow. Get some good sleep, all right, man. I know you work today, so it's you're probably exhausted. I'm just gonna do some metal running and stuff like that. I appreciate you coming out, hanging out with me today again. Sorry. My nephew wanted to call me. It's his birthday. And he just wanted to say hi and all that good stuff. My apologies. I have a hard time saying no to a little face like that. But we are back. And I am grabbing more metal. So for some reason, YouTube is picking the game up as Ark Survival Evolved, and I don't know why. I am currently playing Ark Survival Ascendant right now. So I am playing Ark Survival Ascendant. And currently, if you want to play on the server, I am playing on the island 5042. So 5042 is the server number that I'm on. You are more than welcome to come in and hang out with me. I won't be allowing anybody into the tribe unless I personally know you. But it's fun. It's a lot better than ASE. I actually think it's a lot better than ASE. It's different, but if you're kind of newer or you didn't like the mechanics for, say, plumbing and electricity or the building. Everybody hated the building. It's a lot more easy. Yeah, it's a good game. If you got into the old one, you'll definitely enjoy the new one. And the building is so much easier, and there's no plumbing anymore. You don't have to worry about plumbing in your base. You just use water tanks, as well as the electricity. You don't have to worry about electricity. You just have a bubble. So anything in that bubble is going to give you power, so you don't have to wire anything in anymore. There's just some quality of life features that I really feel are so much better in ASA. ASE did pretty good, but it's definitely a good game. And if you want to, you're more than welcome to come into my server. If you're used to playing officials on ASE before they closed down, these are the new ones that they just opened up. So these are the new official servers, and on PvE they don't wipe unless you don't pick up unless you don't pick up the game. So just like in ASE, if you don't log in, then you'll start decaying, and then you'll have to come back in, log on, and it will stop the decay and reset it. But if you log off for too long, then you'll lose your base. So that's fine. That's 100% fine. I am A-okay with that. I'm just glad you're going to enjoy the game. Streamer. It's so weird being called a streamer. But I guess that is what I am now. I am definitely a streamer. But yeah. If you have any tips or anything, or if you have any questions, or you need any tips or anything like that, you're more than welcome to ask as well. Even if you're with another streamer, that's perfectly fine. Yeah. Yeah, oh, I can understand. There are a lot of sleeping bags out front here. But if you're playing with other streamers, that's perfectly fine. If you want to, just ask me questions whenever you have a question or anything like that, I'm more than willing to answer. Or if you just want to chat, it's whatever your certain flavor is. If you just like chatting. So the caves are a little tighter than the other caves. The caves in this game are a little bit tighter. So the map feels larger. It feels like they scaled the map up with size, shrunk the character down just a little bit, but the maps are a little smaller than the original. Like there's different areas that were kind of like, I don't want to say taken away, but they were kind of shrink down in size. So it's kind of weird to explain it. The caves are a little smaller. They are definitely a little smaller. Best cave tame that I've found so far would be the one that I currently use, but it's so controversial. It's a very, very controversial tame, but I feel for the price of it, it is worth it. I don't know how I feel about it in PvP, but I would say the best thing in officials right now. Hello, Alfonso. Welcome back. It's the Pyromane. Yes, you already know. You already know it's the Pyromane. So I would say that the Pyromane's the best caver, but it's got that $5 price tag that everybody has their own opinions on. My opinion on it is, as long as it's not all the dinos and it's very exclusive and it doesn't severely impact it, I'm okay. But yeah, the Baryonyx is excellent. It's excellent in almost all the caves, actually. Baryonyx can get through a lot of caves. You got to be careful in the lava jump puzzle cave with the Baryonyx, as you still have to deal with with lag, server lag, and you might glitch a little bit and kind of slip into the lava with them. But for the most part, that's a very good free tame to use. The only problem is in most caves they're so tight. A very select few animals can actually get through there. Baryonyx is one of the largest animals, but because of how skinny he is, he's actually able to get through there. And because you're so much higher up on the Baryonyx, you have way less of a chance of getting hit by things than other caving mounts, like your traditional Thyla and the traditional stuff. So I would say the Baryonyx, other than the Pyromane, is the best. That's just my opinion, though. And it's not a very good opinion because I lost mine in the lava jump puzzle. Yeah, man. Yep. How you doing? Sorry about that. I was taking a phone call from my sister a little bit ago, and I kind of paused and muted. Yeah. See, if I had to pick between the lava cave or the swamp cave, I'm going to the lava cave, especially with the Pyromane. It's so easy with the Pyromane at the lava cave now, but I hate the swamp cave. But it's got way more resources at the swamp cave, so it's like it's one of those things that I prefer the lava cave over the swamp cave. Swamp cave is just horrible. But it's still beautiful. Swamp Cave is really beautifully done. I can't wait for Aberration to drop because of the Swamp Cave and a few of the other subterranean caves that you see. I believe it's the one over by the volcano. I want to say it's the Clever. This is officials, my friend. This is all the servers. Because it's on officials, it's not considered a cluster. Now, on unofficial servers, you would consider it a cluster. When one server admin or one group decides to make a group of maps, that is considered a cluster. Officials, that's just regular officials. That's how it all. You can transfer between all of the different servers. Yeah, he can't fit in there. Okay. Yeah. I'm on officials, man. So you can transfer. So I can go to any of the other maps. So as they drop. Sometimes with officials, you have to deal with transfers being disabled, which can be a pain in the butt. But for the most part, it's your traditional large-scale cluster, yeah. Except it's multiple of the same maps. I'm excited for you to try it out. If you're used to the old one, you're gonna find some differences in it that are quite nice. And there's going to be a few things that you probably won't be able to know right off rip. They don't tell you. But this right here is what I fell in love with. So let me show you on my controller. So normally people, they click, right? You click over, or you have to pull each stack like this over like that. With this, all you have to do is hold the X and then hit your trigger, and it transfers the full stack. You don't have to worry about transferring back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, whips are nice, man. They really are. Whips are really, really good, especially with picking up the popcorn. But the way that I popcorn things out and set things up, if you see where the front-facing area on all of these volts, so the way that I have this set up is when I want to, I'll just grab the hide out of here for now in this. So you see how gently it just kind of, oof, right off of it? So you can actually sit right here in the center of all this, and I can reach most things. So might need to scoot this over just a little bit. Oh, oh. It's not right. It's not working for me right now. But it's supposed to be tight enough together to where I can just kind of, you know, get into the other inventories. I don't know why it's not. There it is. So you would find that sweet spot in between. You pick the stuff up, and then you would back and forth. Wow. Yeah. So it would be different for you. I do have a keyboard. Like with the PlayStation 5. So the PlayStation 5, you can actually add in a keyboard. And you can play keyboard and mouse on PlayStation 5, but I like the controller so much. I'm used to the controller. So there are some slight bugs here and there. They try to patch them out, so I can't really give you a really big laundry list because they patch them and then other things break. Optimizations, like she's saying, optimization is one of those slight issues with the game. Right now, with the Summer Bash event, a lot of people are crashing, and there's nothing you can do about it. There are some weird audio glitches that you'll hear, like chain link fences. Um, they're yeah. So you connect your Xbox. So yeah, same thing. I just like the controller better. There is one that I experienced a couple times already, and that's the feeding trough glitch. What the feeding trough glitch is basically you can fill your trough up all the way. It really is. But the feeding trough is essentially you'll have food in your feeding trough, and for some reason, the babies aren't registering, and essentially they die. But when you log back on, after you wake up from you get back onto the game, and you log back on, your babies will have starved to death, but you'll still have food in your trough. So to circumvent that or anything like that, yeah, yep, that too. Graphical glitches like that. But what I do to circumvent it, yeah, well, no, they're juveniles, yeah. So I can actually here. Let me go through my. I'll just show you real quick. It might take me a minute because it was a while ago. I don't even know if I have it still available to see it. Yeah, so the feeding trough glitch is where you'll wake up. Yeah, it's too far back. They're eating cooked. They're eating cooked meat. I haven't had it since I've been using, but I was using raw. I was using raw while the glitch was happening. Since I've switched over to cooked meat, I haven't really had any problems. And the way that I normally do it, so yeah, it's really weird. The way that I deal with it is I consider it my insurance clause. I just throw some stacks of meat. I throw some stacks of meat on them as they're raising up, just in case they do get the bug. They'll eat the stuff out of their inventory, and all I got to worry about is just a little bit of spoiled meat. But if they do get the trough glitch, eating out of their inventory till I log back on is the way that I've solved it for myself. I just don't want to risk it. I've raised up like 9 Uteranus, and basically logged in the next morning after it's on stream. This is all on stream. You can go back and see it. I don't remember when it was, but it's all on stream. I believe episode 12 was my rant. It says rant next to it, and I just ran it for 12 minutes. I'm going over the modded. Maybe that's fixed over there. I'm not going to sit here on officials and raise up babies just for them to die for no reason. Yeah, it was a big deal to me because I was just starting off and I had 9 UDs and all that, and yeah, it sucked. It really did. It sucked quite bad, and I was quite upset about it to the point where I tried modded out and went over to unofficials for a little bit. But yeah, it's just one of those things. That's really the only big glitch that I've dealt with. personally, and the crashing. Because of the new Summer Bash event, there's what they refer to in the tech biz, from what I read online on the forums, is what's known as a data leakage. And Ark is known to have a pretty heavy data leakage. With the summer event, it's making the data leakage way worse. Yeah, yeah. They do have I've raised up a couple Beezle Bufo so far, but I haven't had any real trouble with it. I've had more trouble with piranhas spawning in my area for some reason. I don't know why, but in my area over here, I had a couple of Beezle Bufo, and basically piranhas somehow spawned in here, and because I had the door open here, the piranhas just came up in here and started nibbling on everything. But this is all closed off, so I don't understand. I mean, there is a tiny, but there's a giant thing poking through there that nothing can get through there. But for some reason, piranhas were spawning inside of here and eating my stuff. But yeah, I haven't really had too many, like, other than the crashing. That's why I have so many parts on my streams. I generally like to have one long 12-hour stream, but because of the crashing, I have to cut it up into parts because and since the summer event, you can go back and look at my streams. I've crashed a lot more during the summer events than I had regularly beforehand. So that's another one, just randomly crashing. I go in and I pull things out of my inventory over there in the vaults and just crash. This morning I pulled eggs out of my Oviraptor, and I crashed. And it's like little things like that. But they have fixed this thing. This thing was a nightmare. I think it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago. I was on the back trying to build this, just flopping around. I swear I was going to give myself ocean sickness, seasickness, just by standing on it, just bouncing, just trying to place things down. And all the things are going cattywampus and weird and wacky, and it was just a nightmare. People were laughing in the stream. But yeah, it was funny. But now they are fixed. Oh. So if you haven't used them, you're missing out. I am not playing, you're missing out. This is one of the best features that they have, and not a lot of people know about it. So do you see on the feeding trough here, this setting, where it says disable consumable transfer from cart? So I don't have to, while I load this thing up, watch the inventory down here. So watch down here. If I have meat in there. There it goes. You see how that meat just teleported into there? It's because if you set refrigerators up on your trough, or you've set refrigerators up on your cart, it has an automatic feature that will actually distribute the meat to your trough. So what I've done is this whole area is the baby area. This is on this trough. I put this in the middle, and this is the breeder area. So, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what it does. So instead of having to come in here every morning and try to load up as much food, and this gives you such a longer period that you can be away and your babies will still be fed. So you can literally just, I'm sure you could fill it up with a lot more refrigerators. You can build on it, build platforms back, and add even more refrigerators onto it. For me, I'm a solo for the most part, so I feel that 9 refrigerators is more than enough for me. So you just fill all these bad boys up with all the cooked meat that you want, and they will automatically distribute that meat into your feeding troughs and your area to make it more simple. Just like the ammo crate back in ASE, you just throw all of it in one spot and it will automatically distribute. So I'm sure you could actually even expand even farther on this, put a feeding trough here, put a feeding trough over there, and kind of like a cross, and have that sucker right in the middle. You'll have 4 feeding troughs that are automatically fed from one cart. And you can keep expanding it out, you know what I mean? So you have a big bubble of influence of all the feeding that you want, and it makes it real simple to feed those troughs through these guys. And this is just a plain Jane setup. This is not a heavy duty, really overbuilt setup. This is just a regular plain. There's no ceilings, no floors, no nothing. There's nothing on it. But yeah, it's automated. It's one of the coolest things that you can do in Ark right now. ASE did not have this. ASA has some of the coolest features. Like really, some of the really coolest features. The old here's one that gets people. The old spoiling meat stack. So how you would just smash your split button, or I would smash square and pop out one at a time and let them all spoil in your inventory. Those days are gone. All you need is a toilet. You literally just take all the meat you want, put it in your toilet, use the bathroom on it, and before you flush it, all that meat will go from good to spoiled. So you take all the spoiled meat out, flush it, you get your refresh buff, and you go about your day with as much spoiled meat as you want in the toilet. And the toilet's got a massive inventory, so you could spoil probably an entire refrigerator's worth of meat by just sitting on it one time and using the bathroom on it. It's pretty wild. There's a lot of really cool new features that are just unique specifically to Ark. So how many? Yeah, so you have 100 storage slots in here. So inevitably there's going to be, one taken away. So if you stack it out fully, you'll overstack it to 101 when you defecate. But before you flush, you can just pull all the meat out, put it in your inventory, and you've got a full 100 spoiled meat. So there's a lot of different random things that, and like for instance this, if you look at the harvest bonus, that harvest bonus is from the shovel. So that new thing from the Bob's Tall Tale, you get a shovel from that, and if you use the shovel in your gardens, it'll give you a tilling bonus. It says soil has been tilled, harvest bonus 20. The harvest bonus when you first initially do it is 30. And as the days go by, it will slowly drop down. So for this, it's doing a 300% greenhouse effect, giving it faster rates. And with it being a harvest bonus, so instead of stacking 1.5 stacks, it stacks a little bit more. So I'll have more harvest from one crop plot, giving you a little bang for your buck, and not having to have multiple out. You could survive off just a few. Just those little things are what make ASE a little different than ASA. And because of that, ASA, in my opinion, is becoming better than ASE. ASE still has so many features in it. You got all the maps unlocked. The whole story is there. You have all the different servers that you can go to. It's more of a complete game. But ASA, with the way that it is, it's going to be better than ASE in a lot of people's opinions sooner or later. Once their favorite map drops, once somebody finds that there's so many of these new features available to them, they'll want to switch over. But if you look in the Steam market, a lot of people, it's split. A lot of people play ASA, and a lot of people, even more people, play ASE. So it's just not everybody's made that jump over. But jump to my side. Jump to the dark side. We have cookies. It's quite nice over here. We can actually build stuff. You know what the craziest thing about it? Check this out. Ready? This is the one thing that I just love. I don't have it unlocked. Let me scroll down to it. So, let me see. I think I have it unlocked. I don't know. Where are you? There you are. So this guy right here. If you played ASA, you know that guy comes with a left side and a right side. And if you make too many of the left side and you go to place it down on your building, it's going to look all wacky wonky. Just because of the simple fact that you've accidentally crafted the wrong ones. With this, you can actually just use it. You can change out all the different features in the building. You can make sure that you're not wasting pieces just because of the simple fact that you built the wrong one. Yeah, yeah. So just keep food inside of them, and if they're not following you, you might have to run just a little farther. Sometimes their follow distance is pretty far, and you have to run a little bit of. And if you're raising the car char, its follow distance is a lot larger, so you'll have to run a pretty good distance away from him, and then he'll start following you. But just keep that thing loaded up with as much food as it can hold, and it will drain. The food's going to continually drop. It's going to eat it, and it's going to go quickly. The first 5% of its life, like I was saying earlier, make sure you're real close to it. You want to make sure that you stand real close to it with food in your inventory, and you just keep on putting food into his inventory. Just keep on putting it in and letting it stack up. And then once you get a couple pieces of food into the inventory, a couple slots, you're okay to kind of wander around a little bit farther, but still stay in a pretty close range. And once you get to 6 stacks of food, that's where I'm comfortable of leaving the base for a little bit. I still only give myself an hour, and this is on official rates, so it might be different for you. But I can stay away from the base for about an hour or so before I want to be back, before they go through those 6 stacks. And at 10%, just make sure your feeding trough is completely filled up. And I like to keep a little meat, those 6 stacks of meat in his inventory, just for insurance, just in case. But you're doing good. Don't worry. He's gonna go. He's gonna go through some food. He's gonna eat a lot. But don't let it scare you or worry you. Okay? And if it just feels wrong, cryo him up and then and just wait it out for a little bit. You know what I mean? But you'll be fine. Just stay there and don't run around or don't squirrel brain. That's serious. Like dead serious. Don't squirrel brain. Just sit there and just kind of hang out and keep your eye on the bar. So make sure he has food or she has food in its inventory. But I have chicken, so I'm gonna go eat chicken real quick. So, give me a few minutes, guys. I am not stopping the stream. I'm just kind of pausing it well, not really pausing it, but just kind of hanging out for a little bit. I'm gonna let this guy sit in here. I'm gonna go eat dinner, and I will try to wolf it down as quickly as I can. Let me actually close all this down. As much as I don't mind my subscribers running around, I'm still gonna close it down. And I'm gonna go post my butt up inside of my incubator, like last night when I ate dinner. Because I'm safe in here. Nobody can mess with me. Even if they do somehow get in, they will be stuck in my walls. Ha ha! Alright. Give me a little bit. I will be back, guys. I got my noms in, but I am back. Oh, it was delicious. It's homemade. My wife made it for me. It's definitely delicious. She made chicken, stuffed mushrooms, and mashed potatoes, as well as macaroni and cheese. But I'm not a big mac and cheese kind of guy. But it was very good. Homemade. That's always the best. All these want love again. Kibble, prime meat, walk. No, no, I would not. I, I, an English-speaking person only. Sadly, well, not so much sadly. It's really all I've learned. I have a problem with speech. I actually had to go to speech therapy for a while. My tongue was tied to the bottom of my mouth. I was literally tongue tied, is what it's called. So after they clipped it when I was real little, they clipped that part of my tongue. I mean, I've got it ponytailed right now too. It's a little ponytail. I don't need to shave it. I just have a beard. I enjoy it. It's not hard to maintain. Save money on razors. I was in the Army for a while. I was a U.S. Army, and basically, I just I had to shave every day. I had a very baby face, and I just decided that a beard was nice. It's not a big deal. It was just a job. I tell everybody the same thing. It was just a job. It was a cool job. Don't get me wrong. It was a very cool job. But it's not me you should be thanking. So you get it. You get it. Beards are cool. I like them. And because I wasn't able to have one, I grow it. We need kibble. We need that Magi berry, whatever it's called. Cooked prime. Tento. Let me try to remember all that. But yeah, the people that you should thank, and that goes for every country, are the ones that don't come back home. They always, and every country has their own Memorial Day, so that's what that day is for. It's not for thanking veterans. It's for thanking those veterans that didn't come home. The guys that came home are, one thing. The guys that didn't come home are the reason why we should be grateful for what we have. Because freedoms and liberties aren't given by words. Freedom and liberty is only given to the people by bloodshed, sadly. So, and that's just how that stuff works. I wish it was different. I really do. I hate war. I'm the first one to pray for peace at all times because the one that has to fight the war always prays for peace the most. And being that soldier, I can understand what war actually means. All right. That works. I know Arc Mobile's got some weird mechanics in it. That works, man. If you figured that out, that's good. Let's get these berries real quick. Very nice. Very nice. I can't wait for you to try it out. It's a very fun game. It is very, very fun. Yep. Yep. That's what I never use fertilized eggs either. I've got my own little collection here of my own little UD eggs. I've got the UD eggs. I've got the Lazarus chowder somewhere around here. Where's my Lazarus chowder at? Oh, I might have used up the rest of my Lazarus chowder the other day making them up. So I did use the rest of my Lazarus chowder, and I have my bee. If only Nicolas Cage was here to start screaming bees. That would just make the stream so much better. So I stream every day except for Wednesdays. I stream from I'm in Texas, so I'm on standard Eastern or standard time, Central time, standard Central time. My wife just looked at me like I had a stroke. Yeah, yeah. Every time I think of bees, I just think of that movie. Every time I hear somebody say bees, it's like, oh God, bees. But I stream Central Time, U.S. and Texas. Yeah, so I stream at 12 o'clock. I start anywhere between an hour, not an hour, half an hour before or after 12 o'clock. So somewhere in between. 11:30, 12:30, I'll be streaming somewhere in there, starting my stream, kind of groggy, drinking my little caffeine drink, doing the things and trying to start the day. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, when you get it tomorrow, if you want to join on the officials, I'll throw you a few things. But it depends on what you want to play. It was very nice having you here. Thank you. Well, if you'd like to, you're more than welcome to. There is one condition that I always say, and it's not you personally or anybody personally. Um, I do have a subscriber tribe. Sloth, the guy that's in here all the time, he does have a tribe that he invites all the certain the more reasonable people that are subscribers. Oh, that's fine. Either way. But we were allianced, so we played together. But I don't allow anybody into my tribe particularly unless I personally know you. If I know you in real life, then you're more than welcome to come into the tribe. But if I don't know you in real life, generally I try to stay away. I jokingly say if you do something that you steal something or something like I can punch you in real life. Just joking. I would never do that, but it's a little different when I know somebody in real life. They know me. That yes and no. You can join the subscriber tribe. We alliance. We'll play together. We hang out and all that stuff. But the actual tribe that you're seeing on stream, that's reserved for just the stream. But you're more than welcome to. We'll play. I'll go caving with you. We can alliance. We can do all the stuff. I'm still going to give you tools if you come onto the server. I'll still give you tools. I'll give you a setup for a base. You don't even have to join the other tribe. You could just have your own tribe if you wanted to. But yeah, I just like to make sure that the tribe doesn't get anything. There's too many horror stories online of the long con and people talking about don't let people in your tribe you don't know and that kind of stuff. So I'm wary of that. That's why Sloth has got his tribe going. You're more than welcome to join that if you talk to him about it. And for me, I'll probably have a tribe eventually, and in a different server, but that'll be for a different stream. When I finish up with this base, eventually I will finish up with this base and move to a different server. So we'll see. I'm not entirely too sure what we're gonna do yet, but for the most part, all right. You have a good one, Nicole. It was very nice having you in here. Yeah, man. Perlobias, if you don't lure them out, they're definitely gonna jump you. It gets a little wacky with Perlobias. Well, like you're saying, you can actually lure them out, which is pretty awesome. You get these guys done real quick. Yeah. So that's you get what I'm saying. It's not to be personal or rude or anything like that. It's just there's too many horror stories. It scares me. There's not a lot of things in the world that scare me, but that scares me. Yeah. So um, you can grab stuff with Argent Davis if you own it, but because the I'm in PVE, it doesn't allow you to pick up wild tames. You can only pick up your own tames. Oh, I need to grab kibble. Oh no, you're good, man. With PVE settings are a little different than PvP. With PvP settings, you are more than welcome to go and drop stuff on other people's bases. You pick up all the wolves you want, throw them into and single player is set up as PvP, but in multiplayer it's either PvP or PvE. And with PvE settings, you have different world rules than in PvP. So you can't pick stuff up unless you are in PvP. Single player is technically considered PvP, but because it's single player, you don't have to worry about other players. So you can pick things up and drop things into taming cages and stuff like that. You can build up a nice little area where you can shoot down and knock wolves out really easily. Go out, find a level 150, pick it up with your bird, drag it back, and drop it in. That's where you could do those types of things. Oh, absolutely not. I wouldn't say it's a sinful thing. To be honest, playing a video game and learning as much as you can about something isn't necessarily bad. Now, the avenues and routes that you take in which you play the game, that could be bad. If you're a toxic person and you do horrible things, then yeah, it's probably not too good. But if you're a caring person and you try to help out the community and you do the things that you would want done to you, then you're good. You know, it's as long as you're healthy about it. You know what I mean? I still need to give these things their food and stuff. But just like with everything in life, if you do things the wrong way, it's not good. But if you're trying to be as decent of a person as you possibly can, then of course, you know, it's not bad. Being a little outdated, it's perfectly fine, man. I'm a little outdated when it comes to things too. Do you want? Okay, this is the one I want. This one. Oh, that's prime jerky. I didn't get that. Prime meat. I need to get that jerky though. Wants a walk. Wants a walk. All those want walks. What do you want, big guy? A walk as well. Everybody wants a walk. Your legs getting tired standing in the same area? You want to walk? All right. The only one I forgot was the prime meat jerky. So let's go grab that. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, hey, hey. Well, there you go. Sometimes that's what you need to do. And if you play in this game so much, you should honestly do some recording as well. You do some recording and start posting it online, people will probably watch. Genuinely. There we are. Well, record it and send it to them. Show them that it is possible. Welcome in. Welcome in. The rest of these boogers need to be walked. Yeah, I can understand that. Very. Yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with people that use popularity to their advantage in that way. You know what I mean? So I would be careful around people like that. People that don't have a good heart. Oh, you're fine. That's what the community's for. So, depending upon what type of server they're playing on, really depends on what kind of experience they'll be gaining. the server that I'm playing on right now is an official server, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult to level up quickly unless you do experience node runs, and then you still have some pretty difficult time trying to, depending upon. No, this is a PvE. This is official PvE. So depending upon the server that you're running, if you're on an unofficial server, essentially you can boost the stats. If you're in solo player, you can boost the stats. On official servers, you cannot. So with this, it's a little bit more difficult to level up, and things take a little bit longer to do. So raising up babies takes a significantly longer time. And the server that I'm running right now, it's on a 2x times. It's taken me quite a while to get. There they all are. It's taken me quite a while to get to where I'm at in the game. So it really depends on the server that you're playing. If you guys are playing PvE and you'd like to come over and check out my base, or need a little help with anything, I might be able to help you out with something. But so it's one of those things that it really depends on what style server you're playing on. With officials, it's done with such a setting that everything feels like you really have to work for it. So as you succeed through the game, it makes it feel a lot better. Stop all. So for me, I enjoy playing on officials, and that's where I'm at. If you're curious, the server is right there on the other side. I play on the island 5042. Sorry, not 52. 5042 is the island that I'm on. Official PvE. Let me grab out some cryopods. So do I. I really don't like it. I have to pull out all my cryopods again. Well, if you've ever played the original one, it's a very fun game. Oh, you're fine, Angie. No worries. No worries at all. Thanks for coming back. It wasn't working out. It happens. And the meme dingo, Mr. Dingo. If you really do want to play some Ark, it's fun. It genuinely is fun. There's a lot of people in my community that are just starting off their Ark careers now, and they have questions and all that good stuff, and I try to help out as much as I possibly can. So if you have any questions or you are interested in it, just let me know. Yeah. Well, they have Ark Mobile. If you're interested in Ark, they do have Ark Mobile, which is not really quite the same, but it has some of the same functions. So if you are bored and you want to try it out, I definitely say try it out. It's a little bit more difficult with some taming, but it'll help you learn some of the ropes of Ark. Ark Mobile is one of the more difficult versions of Ark, though. I'm not going to lie. But if you can master mobile, you can definitely master this game. And we have a few mobile players that come into the chat as well. We got a few people that actually post videos on mobile. that would be able to point you in the right direction pretty easily. And it's free, for the most part. There are things that you can buy in it, but for the most part, it is a free game. Yeah, see? So there you go. There's your man right there if you're trying out Mobile Arc. I know he's put in a lot of time. We're constantly talking about Mobile Arc, which is still a pretty good game. Don't get me wrong. It is pretty difficult, but it is a pretty good game. Yep, yep. Yeah, that's where I go back to saying, Arc Mobile is it's a different kind of mobile game. It's just like Arc, but a little bit more difficult. But still very fun. Did he make it where he was going, Angie? Is he staying at a hotel tonight? He get where he's starting to get dark out, so I'd hope that he's getting to where he's going, or at least hunkering down for the night at a hotel. All right. They're still driving through. I hope they take a break at some point. Driving on no sleep or driving on limited sleep is not very good for you. Whenever we were out traveling and working out of town, when I was working with the cell phone company. Oh, no, that's not good. Not good thing, not good. I don't agree with that. Definitely need to eat, and you definitely need to sleep, especially when you're going on a long drive like that. Being well rested is a quite important thing to have. You need that rest so that way you can react to any of the situations that you're in. So, I don't know. All right. These should all be done now. They got 44%, I believe, right? 44? Yep, they're 44. So we have 3 more imprints to do, and they will be fully imprinted. They're coming along. And these babies are coming along too. 28%. I will not be imprinting on these though. Very cool. Very nice. Taming a griffin in that game is so difficult. I remember my first griffin, I kited it all the way from Griffin Mountain, and my base was about in this area. So where I'm at right now is where my base was, and I kited it all the way. So for those of you that haven't played Arc Mobile, let me pull my actual map out. So right here is in, I believe it's right here. I don't know if it's this one or this one. I think it's this one. This is Griffin Mountain. No, it might be this one. This is Griffin Mountain. Yes, this is Griffin Mountain. And all the griffins like to chill right around in that area of the mountain. So what you have to do is go over there and either A, try to tame it with a griffin trap, or B, you got to try to kite it to wherever your base is. So if you're based along this area right around here, you got a pretty long distance. So you got to bring that sucker all the way up in the air and kite him all the way back. My base that I brought him back to was over here. So I drug him all the way from this side of the map all the way across, and I took him, put him into the trap. And on mobile, Ark Mobile, the griffins, they're like gigas. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It takes a while to tame them up, and you want to have enough. I believe in that game, Prime Meat for some reason stacks to two. I want to say Prime Meat stacks to two in Ark Mobile, I found really weird. But it is very difficult to tame up a griffin in Ark Mobile. And I will never forget the sheer excitement that I had when I tamed my first griffin in mobile. Very difficult. Very difficult. Oh, I think I need to go get more meat. These guys are eating them up. Welcome in, welcome in. Throw these cryopods back over here. Yeah, Dododex is a lifesaver. I love Dododex. It's one of those things that you can really depend on in Ark. And their stat calculators are awesome. I love using their stat calculators. That's how I generally figure out how many points are on my dinos. Welcome in, welcome in. Ah, yeah, Survivor is it's a little bit more difficult than casual, dude. It's a little bit more difficult. That would be interesting. Hardcore, brutal. That's all of those are that's it's a lot of heartache for me, man. That is a lot of work. All right. Grab more meat. Ah, that sucks. That does suck. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. I didn't know that. Get all your resources back after doing that. I didn't play long enough to really get all the nitty gritty about the game. You know what I mean? On casual, yeah. All right. And how much meat do we have? I don't think we have very much meat left. Oh no, we don't. Well, ooh. Looks like we need to go nom on some more meat. All those oasis stores. All right, give me a quick second. I need to go use the potty. They do. You got me right. I was running away real quick. They do, but they only have ASE, Ark Survival Ascendant. I'm back. And the game that I'm playing right now is Ascended. Ascended is only available for the new generation Xbox, PlayStation 5, and the PC. So PlayStation 4 cannot run Arc Ascended. Very nice. All right, let's get this going. Get this shindig on the road. Honestly, an ASA there is, but it's such a controversial tame. Yep. I try to keep some stuff on me. So I keep, I don't know how it is in Arc Mobile when it comes to the kits, but if you're wondering, all you got to do is right here, you can make a new folder. And the folder you can create, it'll tell you to make a name for it. So right here, you click on this, you create a new folder, and then you can put stuff in it from your inventory. And I generally keep all of my random crap, cryopods. I got some candy in here right now. Just random stuff that I'd like to have in my inventory, I keep in there. Airborne. Well, bears are really good caving mounts too. And they do really crazy damage, especially when you got them on a full sprint. Okie dokie. I will be here. Yeah. Well, a lot of the insects, Arthropleura are the ones that you got to really watch out for. The Arthropleura will mess you up quickly. Yeah. You're not wrong there. You are not wrong. I try to keep my gear on me for the most part. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is true too. Baryonyx with their fish. I have to go out and look for fish specifically to feed them. Instead of with a bear, you could just feed them raw meat. Berries are very good when it comes to caving. Exactly. Exactly. They can't be dismounted or grabbed. So and they sit higher up than other normal caving mounts. So you won't have to be worried about getting hit as often as if you were on a saber tooth or something smaller. Karchar's on a space program for some reason. He just keeps on launching off rocks. He wants to be airborne. Give them airborne wings. Let them jump. You stay away from me, you little boogers. Very nice. Froggy. I believe they have the same effect as the rhino, right? So if you get to a sprint, dire bears will actually do more damage the faster they run. You can slam into a target just like the rhinos, I thought. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. Very much so. If the cave is big enough to accept the bear, that will be a fun run. Let me just throw this stuff out. I just didn't mean to do that. Excuse me. Getting pretty decent meat. Look, a berry. What level? Oh man, really? That's a 135. Hope he's dipping. Don't want none of that. Oh, you trying? What you doing? Oh, am I on passive? Get tame, buck. Oh, you big old booger. And he's night-night. And I do not have kibble on me. So let me bite you. Gotta run back over to my base real quick and grab up some kibble. It's a 135 berry. It's actually a pretty good level. Come on, little guy. Stomp and romp up this way. Oh, I turned my screen shake off, man. Ugh. Yeah, I hate the screen shake. I can't stand it. I turn it off. I'm not a fan. Would not recommend. Oh, more tasty meat. Give me your meat. Come on with the tiny little sticks in the ground. Ugly spam. Ugh. Just pokey everywhere. Can't build a normal base. Here I sit with like 3 pieces of spam. Just one here. I think I got a couple pieces in the water. One here. And one there. That's all my spam. I got 3 pieces of exposed spam. Just 3. Just to make sure people don't block in my little walkway that I make sure that I don't build out into so people can get up and in. What's up, Tyrone? It's reasonable. The weight in ASA is very reasonable. So you definitely want to get a weight, RG. But you can get very reasonable weights. Yes. I'm pretty sure 8 will be more than enough for the berry. No, you're good, dude. You are good. You are fine. You're 100% fine. I'm just taming up a berry real quick. I was out on a meat run and I found a 135 berry. I was like, yeah, I might want to tame that booger up. So I'm on my way back over to him real quick to throw some extraordinary kibble in him. Welcome in, welcome in. Exactly. It's exactly what happened. I just by chance looked at it. I was like, I might as well look at it. I mean, it's a berry. I did lose my berry. Let's just, for the giggles, look at see what level it is. And it just so happened to be a 135, and I couldn't refuse it, you know? Just one of those things. And there he lays upon the rock. Knocked. Oh man, I've got to watch my language. If you've seen Friday, you know exactly what I'm about to say. Got knocked up out. It's a great movie, by the way. Anybody who's never seen it? Yeah, it's a good movie. It's good. See, Angie knows. And if you like Ice Cube as an actor, check out Are We There Yet? Hilarious. It's a great family movie, believe it or not, but it's hilarious. It's very, very funny. Oh, I can imagine, man. That Alpha Rex destroyed my boat one time. I made a big, beautiful boat out of stone, and I'm thinking Rexes can't break stone. And this big guy came out of nowhere and started ripping my boat apart. It just blew my mind. I was so confused at the moment. And he ripped the boat apart. This was in officials on the original, and all of my stuff was all over the ground and the river. And yeah, it really sucked. The Alpha Rex was right there. I couldn't get my stuff, and there was so much stuff on the ground because it was a boat that I couldn't salvage everything. Stuff started disappearing, and it was in the water. So you try to pick it up, you'd be over encumbered, and you'd start drowning. It was just rough. It was a very rough day in Ark. Welcome in, welcome in. That's always good. Oh God, is the Giga even in mobile? I didn't think the. So right now, I just found a very high level Baryonyx, and we just completed. Yep. We just completed it, and now we're gonna bring them all back to the base. I don't want to cry every time I cryopod them. every time I cryopod them, I always tend to forget the kibble. So I'm just picking them up. So even if I forget there's kibble on them, I can just pick it up at base. I will see the bag at base. Sometimes in the grass I just forget, and I waste 7, 8 extraordinary kibble, and I just why I forget. So I'm just trying to make sure I remember it. It tamed out at a pretty high level for a 135. It tamed out at a 202. A very good level. I don't know what the stats are, because I didn't really mess with them in the swamp. I honestly don't even know if it's a male or a female. I just seen the level, and I needed to have it. I have no more berries. Berries are gone. So yes and no. To be honest, man, if you want it, come pick it up. I'll give it to you. My cave running tame is the Pyro. I love the Pyro main. It's the perfect cave runner. And the only reason why I got this was because it's just, it's a berry. It's a high-level berry. Why not? I figure I'd probably give it out to a subscriber anyways. But if you want it, come pick it up. I'd be dead serious. I probably have a decent enough saddle for it as well. So if you let me come over here.